Hello, fellow human! Welcome back to another Dank Doggo rSlash ChoosingBeggars. So our story for today is from wSlash Enjoy Your Meal, You Too, with the title of Psycho Family Demands and Damages My 4,000 Euros PC. Buckle up, boys! So, a backstory. I was a pretty hardcore PC gamer. When I turned 17, I got a job. I saved my first pay packet for a few months and spent 2,000 euros on a PC. Over the past 5 years, I kept upgrading it, spending about 4,000 euros on it in total over that time. 6 months ago, I was having massive issues, and it turned out my graphics card has fried. Sad face. I had been saving for a new PC and spent a lot more on that. So I had a spare cooked PC in my room, I swapped out parts, and it turned to a mini server to run in my room, all good. This Christmas, we had family at our place, including the young children. My cousin, who's 11 years old, was looking into my room as it's quite techy, so naturally, he's interested. Another point about this child is that he and his brother are not technical. They don't have mobiles, iPads, game console, or even the internet. They are very strange children, and they're kind of the weird family you're forced to invite to gatherings because they're family. Back to the story. He notices my mini server and says, "Wow, you have 2 computers!" I just basically agree to save the effort of explaining the difference to him. He tells me he wishes he has one, and he just stares at me like I'm the reason he hasn't got his own. I chuckle it off, and we got back downstairs to the party. Later, my aunt, his mom, comes up to me and asks why I need 2 computers. I explained to her about one being my main PC and another being a server. She does the technophobia hands, which are the jazz hands people do when you explain something technological to them. She asked if the CB cousin could have the PC so he can play Fortnite and Pokemon? It's mine, so no. It's a server, not a standard PC. They also have no internet or no knowledge of how to set up a PC. I basically just flatly say, nope, sorry. She storms off almost in a tantrum. Now I consider us a normal type of family. These things just don't happen. I told my dad, who doesn't like them by the way, and he just laughs loudly. We're getting weird now. CB cousin literally just sit in my room, sitting against my server under the desk for probably about 5 hours? Ask him to come back down and he just says no, he's comfortable and he just sits there. So it gets to about 10 p.m. and people are leaving. CB aunt and uncle get their things and get ready to go. They say CB cousin won't leave without the PC. They look at me like this is my fault, and I'm wondering where the discipline is. CB aunt goes upstairs to get him, while the rest of us kind of just sit awkwardly silent in the hallway. They're gone about 5 minutes. I mean, it's not a big house. Grab that little poop stain's hands and pull him downstairs. I go up and see what the issue is, and CB cousin is literally mounting my server. He has his arms and legs wrapped around it. All cables are pulled out and on the floor everywhere. Halfway across the room where he obviously tried to drag it. Cables are clipped, cables that have been yanked out, so all broken. Let me remind you, this child is almost 12. I was almost immediately being pinged by my Discord from players letting me know my game servers had gone down. For those who don't know about servers, pulling the plug is very bad, as they need to be shut down properly. I just shout loudly, "Get the duck out!" The madness peaks at this point as my cousins look up to me and hisses. Yes, hisses like a cat or a fat snake. CB aunt starts accusing me of greed to the highest degree and drags CB cousins from room and downstairs to where basically 15 people are waiting to see the result of the carnage. They tell me I will be receiving a bill for the therapy CB cousin will likely need it after a traumatic event I caused, which could have been easily avoided. As for the servers, I needed to buy new cables. One of the storage drives has been shattered when he let it fall over, moving on to the side. After about a week, everything was back to normal. I've joined my dad and brother in non-contact with this psycho family, but there's a little bit extra. Last week, I received a random Facebook message from a page called PC Donation, asking me if I had any spare PC to donate to children who are as fortunate in my local area, a small town. The page has been created about 2 hours prior and had 0 likes and activity, etc. Genius! TLDR, cousins notices my old PC, now server, running in my room, spends 5 hours sitting against it, refuses to go on, rips the cable out, and tries to move it, pushing it over, breaking a drive, mounts it, and hisses me like a cat. And I get accused of causing traumatic psychological damage? Oh my god, that was simply outrageous. Poor OP had to replace a lot of things thanks to the kid. It would be hilarious if OP were to send them a bill for everything he had to replace. I mean, that was an actual damage being caused, not some traumatic psychological bullcrap. Posts like these make me so happy because at least now I know my family and cousins are relatively normal. It's funny how this entitled beggar woman thinks it was OP's duty to give away his PC to satisfy her son. Some children literally have no discipline, and that's OP's beggar aunt must have been real shameless of her to even got the nerve to ask OP to give away an entire PC for free. I personally would never ask a cousin or anybody to give me anything for free, no matter how close we can be. As for the kid himself, he was around 11 to 12 years old, which was definitely not too young or innocent to understand that stealing is bad. I bet this kid has stolen a lot of stuff he thought it was cool to have when he went to his friends' houses. The worst thing is that his parents actually support and enable this kind of behavior of this child. As for the Facebook message, we got a lot of comments suggesting how should OP reply. We got one saying that, sadly, since an incident with a family member recently who showed no respect a PC in my house which caused X amount of damage to the following internal components, which is obviously a list of PC parts and a few other random things are thrown in, I do not have a spare device. I shall be billing the person involved in the damage for full cost of replacing the machine. Wow, that is savage. It will most likely get a Facebook response. Another one suggesting that, no, sorry, I had an extra one that I was going to upgrade and give it to my cousin as a surprise gift, but he destroyed it before I could do that. Now, it's going to cost 150 euros just to get it running again, so I'm going to throw it out. Dang, this one burned. And lastly, we got someone commented. Reply to the Facebook page saying that you'd love to, but a family member broke your PC and you're throwing it in a trash can outside your house. Put loads of smelly crap in said trash can. Then wait for the little kid to dig through your trash and turn up empty, but certainly dirty-handed. Wow, I gotta say, Redditors' comments sting so bad, like hot dang. That's it for today, fellow humans. Thanks for watching. Dank Doggo appreciates your time. If you enjoy our content and want to see more of us, stay tuned and subscribe. Don't forget to smash that like button or Doggo will cry. Also, you can always tell us your Doggo comments, your experiences in the comment section. I'll catch up with you guys later in the next video.